Guys, one of the best things about stand-up comedy is you can come up here if anybody's wronged you in your life and you can just like take pot shots at them and they can't do anything about it. It's like one of the best things about doing stand-up comedy. But like, I always feel like, I wanted to talk about my ex-girlfriend recently and I couldn't make like mean jokes about her. I couldn't do it, right? She meant a lot to me. I couldn't do it. I felt like, what if she's in the crowd? What if she's in the crowd and she comes in and she hears me saying something mean about her and it hurts her feelings, right? I don't want her to be in the crowd whenever I'm doing stuff like that. Guys, so like what I did is before I came on stage tonight, I put garlic up at all the entrances to this building. Made sure she's not going to show up. She's a monster. Guys, what's up with the concept of dog years? Like, who is that for? That's bullshit, right? Dog years? Like, no, that's not for the dogs, right? Like, the dogs, they have no concept of death or time. They're not worried about dog years. That's for the people who can't, like, take that their little animal is only going to live, like, 11 or 12 years, right? That's for us to feel comforted. I just think it's kind of dumb. You can't go up to, like, a person who's just lost a child and go up to him and be like, yeah, I know, I'm sorry about your loss. Yeah, I know little Timmy, he was only, like, he was only 11 years old, but he was 77 in dog years. Little Timmy lived an entire dog life, and you should be happy with that. Take comfort in that. Guys, did you know that Betty White is 654 in dog years? Holy shit. She's like an old human, but in dog years, she's killing it. Thank you guys very much. I've been Joe Bowen.
I come from a redneck town originally. I'm from this place called Johnston County. Maybe you've heard of it? It's a farm town, but the only thing really growing there are meth labs, cold sores, and teen pregnancy rates. On a school night. Yeah. Another fun fact about Johnston County, we're actually the car crash capital of North Carolina. You gotta think about that. We live in Wilmington. We don't need alarm clocks. The sound of sirens at 5 a.m. wakes us up pretty well. You can't go down Market Street without seeing a car pile up or a collision of some kind. Yet, Johnston County still leads us in drunk driving and auto homicide. I like to think it's because it's really easy to get a driver's license in Johnston County. Literally, when I stepped in the car, the person just said, okay, you got all your fingers? Do they bend? I've been fooled before.
I feel like my entire demeanor just shouts, I smoke weed. Because I didn't dress up at all or anything. I just look high. Do you guys smoke weed? Yeah. No, we're police officers. We don't do that. Is it a bachelorette party or is it a birthday party? Kind of both? That's tight. Hey, baby, just, so we could save some money, can we get married on your fucking birthday? That'd be awesome. We'll just do it all in one thing. My girlfriend, she, tells her parents the most embarrassing things. Like, I was sick last week, I had diarrhea. Sorry. It's just part of the story. And she puts her mom on speakerphone, and her mom is like, hey, how are you guys doing? Hey, Colton, how's that diarrhea? How's that going? You shitting? And I looked at her like, you fucking told her? Why did you fucking tell her? It's embarrassing. And she's like, I never talked shit about you. I was like, you just did. You literally talked shit about me. And I was like, how would you feel if I said that, something like that to my parents? She's like, I wouldn't even care. She was like, I'm going to win this argument. I don't even care. So the next night at dinner, we're with my parents, and my mom looks over at her, and she's like, oh, hey, Allison, how's that pussy? I heard Colton tore that shit up last night. Are you okay?
You ever been so high driving down the road that you're sure there's a snake in your car? Like you heard it when you got in the car and you're like, fuck, and you're high and you're driving, you're like, I know there's a snake and you have so much trash and bags and cans in your car because you're a stoner. And it starts moving around when you're turning and you're like, that's the fucking snake. That's the fucking snake. But then you're like so bold. The stoners are really bold. So you're like, fuck, I don't care if it's a black mamba and you're just reaching your hand back to get the snake.
Going bald, that sucks too. It's like the universe is conspiring against me to make sure I'd never get laid again. But I was telling my friend I was thinking about shaving my head. And he goes, that's a good idea because now you'll never have to worry about shampoo again. And I'm like, oh, I thought I was lying in bed on those lonely, sleepless nights, sad about my very existence. But I was actually subconsciously really fucked up about shampoo. I don't have any game. I'm not good at like talking to girls. I went up to this girl the other night at a bar, and I said, "You're pretty for a black girl." That's bad. What's even worse is that's not actually even what I said. What I said was, "You're pretty black for a girl."
24 years old, finally figured out how to deal with white people when I get confronted by y'all. Y'all like cheese, actually y'all love it. I don't need anybody to try to argue with me. I know y'all do. I have a joke about it. I'm not telling it tonight. I know y'all love cheese. So, at all times, I keep various cheese products on my person, all the time. In my back pocket right now, I have 7 Kraft singles ready to go. Try me if you want. You want to get in my face about something? Here's some Parmesan. There you go. You don't like Parmesan? Here's some blue cheese crumbles right there. How you like that? Crackers love cheese, y'all. Yeah.
I walked out of work the other day and found a note on my car. I got excited about it. I was like, someone left me a sweet note on my car after work. And the note said, I like 'em husky. Does the carpet match the cock? First of all, you got my attention. Second of all, what the fuck does that mean? And third of all, is this how we're gonna communicate? Like, do I have to come up with something equally as weird but funny at the same time? Like, I don't know. How are you doing? I like 'em mysterious. Does the smile match the areola?
Yeah, I drank last night and it was horrible. And I work tech support from home. And an 89-year-old woman called me today and I hung up on her just because of her voice. Like, I figured it was more polite to hang up on her instead of telling her to talk through a towel. And she was like, oh my God, my photos. I'm like, nope, bitch. Click.
Crash. Boom. Bang. These are all noises that could be heard on 9/11. 15 years ago, a day that will live in infamy. And still, we do not know who is responsible. Was it the Muslim terrorists? Or was it our own United States government? Who knows? There's answers we'll never uncover, but I'll tell you what, one question I have. You want to know what that question is? It's 15 years later, and how come I still can't use 9/11 as a verb in everyday conversation? Riddle me that, huh? Like, dude, I totally just 9/11'd this chick last night. "9/11, of course, is replacing the word rape. Rape is a much worse word, ladies and gentlemen. Comedy equals time plus tragedy. I bet a rape just happened 10 minutes ago. That is not long enough. We can't use that word no more. 9/11, 15 years ago. Tell me why I can't say that one instead. Huh? Huh? You, ma'am, right there. Tell me why I can't say 9/11 as a verb.
What did his parents do to him? That's what I want to know. I just imagine he's been raped with Thor's hammer. That's what I think. There's just been a slew of uncles on Thanksgiving just having their way with Cameron Smith. That's how it started. You know what I'm talking about, Graybeard. You got it.